Okay, happy Labor Day, everybody. Hope everybody's taking a day off, enjoying themselves, not working. I want to do a quick little video on your auxiliary power, backup power for your BOV. Alright, I'm going to talk about what I carry, what I don't carry, and my reasons why, and hopefully this is some helpful information for somebody. Okay, first of all, I keep an inverter mounted in the bed of the truck. Okay, this is a 1100 watt power inverter. Okay, 2 outlets, 2 USB ports. Okay, something just to keep in mind when you're buying a power inverter. When you start getting over this size, I mean, I'm not saying you can't use them, you can, but when you start getting some of the really big inverters, you should really get yourself a second battery and a dual battery isolator for your alternator and a heavy duty alternator to charge both batteries to help you run your inverter. The bigger, higher wattage inverters have a tendency to really kill your battery and kill your alternator. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing one of these. 1100 watts is all I need. I don't need more than that. Tell you the truth, the chances of you needing your inverter when you're bugging out are probably not likely, because you're going to be bugging out trying to get to another location, safe spot. But I wanted to have one in case I needed to run any electrical stuff. You got to run a radio, you got to run power tools, anything like that. An 1100 watt inverter, there you go, will cover it. That's all I need. You can go bigger if you want, that's up to you. You can even go a little smaller. Generally speaking, an 800 watt would probably cover most people's needs for bugging out. Again, I don't believe in living in your vehicle when you're bugging out. I don't think you should need more than this. Generally speaking, you're bugging out, you're going from one location to the next. It's just a hits the fan scenario. It's probably not going to be the Walking Dead, guys. You're probably not going to be roaming around the country in a desolate wasteland aimlessly, setting up camp here, there, everywhere, and that's how you're going to live. You probably won't live very long if that's what your plans are. You want to have a place to go, and you want to have what you need to get you there safely. Anyway, moving forward, I also keep one of these. This is a cheap Harbor Freight version. This is a power pack, a jump starter, whatever you want to call it. This does have 2 12-volt outlets on there, so I could use that to charge cell phones and other electronics. I can pop my USB adapter in there and charge things that way. This also has a nice little USB port, and also you have it so you can jump start your vehicle. Something to keep in mind if you're buying something like this. Also know your battery that's in your vehicle. Know how many cold cranking amps you're really going to need to jump that sucker. Alright, that's pretty important to know. So this will do the trick. Like I said, it's a Harbor Freight. It ain't nothing crazy. It's got a little work light on it, a little flashing light. It does have a little built-in air compressor. I don't think it would do the best of job in the world inflating these monster tires on the bigger trucks. The battery probably die in this thing before it'd be inflated. But it's good to have anyway in case you need to inflate an air mattress, stuff like that. That's what I keep with that. Also, in the cab of the truck, I keep a small, I think it's a 200 watt inverter that plugs into the outlet up there. When you buy the cheaper, smaller inverters, just be careful. Some of the really cheap ones have been known to go on fire. Some of them are made really crappy. So when you're buying inverters, any inverters, whether it be a big one like this or a small one to plug in, try to buy a decent, well-known brand, one that's got a good rating, good reviews, because they have good cooling features to keep them cool. This one's got a dual fan. It works really well. I've used it a couple times already. At work, powering power tools. So it does work well. All right. I also keep a small little battery bank. The little rechargeable battery packs to charge your phones, electronics. Keep one of those in my bug out bag, and a little smaller panel, small solar panel. Got tongue tied on that one in the bug out bag. All right. Now I see a lot of people. In fact, I did a video on my BOV here a while back, and somebody said I should mount solar panels on the roof. Well, let me tell you something. Like I said before, I'm not planning on living in my truck. I have a family. I have 4 dogs. We're not all gonna live in my truck, park in the woods on a truck stop somewhere and wait for the zombies to come and do all that kind of shit and plan on living in my truck. I'm going from point A to point B. Maybe I gotta stop somewhere in between, but to rest to get there, and vice versa. And if that location is compromised, I have other secondary and third and fourth locations that I can go to from that location or my current location if I need be. So I'm not going to be driving around aimlessly camping in my vehicle trying to live that way. It's just stupid to me. I mean, I'm not trying to insult nobody, but this is stupid to me. You want to have a place to go. You don't want to be roaming around like a homeless person in the back of your vehicle, like a caravan type of situation. You know, a whole bunch of you guys are going to set up shop and go to sleep and live together in the woods. Probably not practical. So I'm not big on putting solar panels all over my vehicle. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. That's cool if you just want to do it and you got the money to do it. A, it's very expensive. And B, I don't want to stand out like a sore thumb if I'm rolling down the road and shit hits the fan. I want to be as low profile, as low key as I can so I can get from my one bug out location to the next, or from my homestead location to the bug out location, or vice versa, or, you know, without drawing too much attention to myself. Last thing you want to do is draw attention to yourself and have people coming for you. They see a giant 4-door, 8-foot bed pickup truck like mine coming down the road with 20 solar panels on the roof and then satellite dishes and 85 fog lights. Guess what? They're probably going to know that I got something good to come after. And they'll pick me up out of nowhere. I'll be one of the first targets for having all that shit all over my vehicle. So I'm not into that. You guys know that. Anyway, so that's it. That's all I carry power-wise in my vehicle. That's all I need. I don't need any more than that. I don't need any less than that. Something that you can do if you want. You want to carry a small little 2-cycle generator. Those things are great. They don't take up a lot of space. But if you're going to carry a generator, guys, keep something in mind. The reason I don't carry one is more fuel. The more fuel and more weight, and it's probably not going to need a gas-powered generator. I'm just probably not going to need it in my vehicle. I got them in my bug-out locations, and I got them in my homestead. I don't really need, with an inverter like this, I really don't need a gas-powered generator. But if that's your thing, then that's your thing. That's cool. I'm not here to knock anybody for what they're into and their reasons why, but it's not my thing. All right, everybody, that's it. Have a great weekend. Hope this was helpful.